What's going on, people? Welcome back with some more freaking madness. And this situation is actually freaking wild. Can somebody please tell me how this is possible? Because Daniel's escape wasn't even his first attempt. He has tried to escape before, it failed. So you think he would then be on high alert. But instead of being on high alert, what do? They allow him to escape anyway the second time or the next time, because it hasn't been said how many times. All I know is that there's been an attempt before. But either way though, this time he has been able to slip right past them by literally going underneath a freaking food truck. This man was under a food truck as he escaped yesterday. And honestly, it baffles me. How can you not have high alert on somebody that you know has tried to escape before as well? Make that make sense. But listen, there is more, so let's get into it. Now, there is a veteran prison officer, goes by the name of Sam Worth. And for him in particular, he's come out by saying, I am hearing he has gone missing before inside the kitchens at Wandsworth. You can see there is a roll call at the end of every kitchen shift. I am hearing it's not his first incident with this prisoner. He must be planning something. Now, also on top of that, it continues here with Neil pretty much talking about how he doesn't understand how Daniel, who was awaiting trial, was working in a kitchen. That doesn't make any sense. That's not something that normally happens. And because of that, he also came out to explain that when it comes to jail jobs, rarely go to prisoners who are on remand, like Daniel, especially when he's aligned with crimes that could, make him potentially dangerous. So the fact that he was given this job and these opportunities made no sense to the slightest. And to be honest with you, it makes you wonder, how can you get this wrong? How can you mess this up? Like, yo, what is going on in this world? What is going on in the UK, shall I say? Now, Neil himself in particular also revealed that he believes that the suspect should have been sent to a higher security Belmarsh instead while he was waiting for trial. So instead of him being at Wandsworth, he should have been at Belmarsh instead. But also on top of that, Neil did add, the more I read about the case, the more I know Daniel should have been kept at Belmarsh. And to be honest, that does make sense. It makes all the sense. But the problem is that there's a lot of things that just don't seem to be making sense. Like, honestly, can somebody... the most frustrating thing about this situation is that it could have been easily prevented if little things, not even little things, should I say, big things were done properly, were done accordingly. And some of those big things were, for example, not giving him a job, for starters, and also making sure that he was in the correct prison. But also on top of that, most importantly, should have definitely been on high alert for security. Do you see what I'm saying? The fact that he had so much leeway doesn't make any sense. And the fact that this wasn't even his first attempt of escaping until he finally did escape is beyond me. Like, yo, who are these people that work in these prisons? Like, come on, man. Now, to make it worse, the staff waited literally an hour before they even alerted the police that he got missing. So they gave this man a whole hour to escape. Well, I say escape. They gave him a whole hour after he had escaped to legit just get further and further away. They really thought that they can just solve the situation themselves. That is absolutely ludicrous. The police should have been informed immediately. Waiting an hour is absolutely out there. Like, what the hell? Now, when it comes to Justice Secretary Alex Chalk, revealed that a probe will be launched into the prison as he made in a speech in the House of Commons today. I mean, to be honest, fair enough, you can do all of that, but what has happened has happened, and what has happened should have never happened. But also, at the end of the day, when it comes down to the situation itself at hand, an additional independent investigation will also take place in the future. We live in 2023. You think that someone escaping wouldn't be as easy as 1, 2, 3. You think that things will be a whole lot harder for the people to want to escape. But I guess not. Neil is also now wondering how guards didn't spot Daniel, claiming the delivery van should have been searched when it left Category B jail. And to be honest with you, I thought this stuff was mandatory. I thought getting searched was something that they always do anyway without fail. So the fact that it wasn't done or at least wasn't done thoroughly, is beyond me. What were they doing? Sitting there on their phones, checking YouTube, checking TikToks. It was probably TikToks, to be honest with you. The guy who was meant to check it underneath was probably he probably had the thing in his hand, checking it on one side, and then his phone on the other hand, looking at TikToks, pretending to check it, if you ask me. God damn, man. Oh my goodness gracious me. Mistakes like these aren't supposed to happen. It's not even a mistake, it's a freaking calamity. Now, of course, questions are being asked continuously. And one of the questions that have been asked is, was this an inside job? I mean, when he escapes it so easy like this, or at least it feels like it was an easy escape, it does bring the question, was this an inside job? I mean, I guess that's something that we won't know anytime soon. But goddamn, if it was an inside job, I hope whoever helped him gets found out real quick, because at the end of the day, this is not good. It is not good for the public, if you dig what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what harm he may bring. We don't know what he may be planning. We don't know why he was so eager to escape. I mean, that may sound dumb saying that, but I'm just saying not everybody escapes, you know what I mean? So the fact that he kept trying and trying and trying, it kind of feels like maybe he has an agenda to why he was so eager to escape, if you know what I mean. Now, before closing out the video, I just want to give you a little bit more extra background on this Daniel kid, about things that has happened. So here's the thing that's been reported. Okay, when it came to Daniel, all right, this is someone who was attached to the Royal Signal Corps. But before being discharged, he was accused of leaving fake bombs at the RAF base in January. He then vanished for more than 3 weeks after the bomb hoax before being arrested on January 26th. So 26th of January. So at the end of the day, if we're dealing with someone like him, you don't know what he's thinking. He's had time in prison to think about what he wants to do when he gets out. And I really hope that whatever he's been thinking isn't something that involves harming anyone. Well, it's hard to say that, but I really hope that isn't the case. And I really hope that the law enforcement do their job and find this guy ASAP. Because honestly, this whole situation, I wouldn't be surprised if he had people living on edge. But I will be back with some more information, okay? You guys let me know what you're thinking down below in the comment section, and we shall most certainly talk about it. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and that will help us grow within YouTube algorithm. Peace.